Hey there, welcome to another session of Math Problem Solving. This is Bharat Divyan from the Drawing Academy. What we have in front of us is an extremely simple problem, simple in its statement, not so simple in its solution. You have two regular polygons. It doesn't even say that what kind of a polygon. It just says two regular polygons touch each other at a particular vertex, forming two angles, and the angles seem to be connected in the sense they are vertically opposite, but they are unequal. So you have x degrees and the other one being 2x degrees. How do you go about solving this problem? So you can pause the video here, take your time, go through your productive struggle, try to find the solution. And if you're able to do it without having to look at my solution, please do share your comments telling how you approached it and how long it took you. That said, welcome back and let's see how to solve this problem. So we have a regular polygon. The first test is that of observation. Are you able to observe and see what kind of regular polygon is this? And if you do a quick count, you'll realize that this is about 6 sides. Both of them are symmetric. Symmetric in the sense they're regular hexagons. It could be that their lengths are different. It doesn't matter in this case. You have regular hexagons. What is a regular polygon? A regular polygon is something where every single angle of that polygon, internal angle, is equal. So equilateral triangle is a regular polygon. A square is a regular polygon. Right? So the sides are equal and the angle is equal, and that's when it is a regular polygon. So in a pentagon, it would be like 5 sides equal and 5 angles equal. So this, what we have in front of us, is 2 hexagons. So 2 hexagons, and you need to find out what the angle is. So we're going to work this backwards. So if we know what the angle of the hexagon is, we don't know that right now, but let's call that y. We know it's going to be y for both of them, considering they're both regular hexagons. We know that the angle subtended by a point all around is going to be 360 degrees. So in other words, I have x plus 2x plus y, which is 2y, should be equal to 360. In other words, 3 times x plus 2 times y is 360. Or in other words, 3 times x is 360 minus 2y. Or x, the angle that I need to find out, is 1/3 of 360 minus 2y. Or 360 divided by 3 is 120 minus 2/3 of y. So this is your abstract solution. So given y, if you know y, then you know the equation that will give you x. So question now is to figure out, how do I find out what y is? What is the angle subtended by a regular hexagon? What is the angle? What is the internal angle there? So let's actually see if there's any pattern to this. So the smallest regular polygon that I can have is going to be a triangle. And in fact, it's an equilateral triangle. And if you remember, 60, 60, 60 is the angles of a triangle. So in other words, there are 3 sides, there are 3 angles. I'm just going to write down this to be the sides, this to be the angles, and this to be the total angle measure, which is 180. And if we have a square, which is the next one, and the individual angle, by the way, is 60 degrees. Okay, so 3 times 60 is 1. In the second one, for a square, you have 4 angles. So there are 4 angles and 4 sides. An individual angle here is 90. And therefore, you end up getting 180 times 2, which is 360. Okay. Another way to think of this is you can break down the square into 2 triangles. Since one triangle is 180, 180 plus 180 is going to be 360. The next figure that I have is a pentagon. So in a pentagon, you can divide it into 3 triangles, and therefore it has to be 3 times 180, which is 540. So you know that this is going to be 540. And you know that there are 5 of them. So what should be the measure of each one of this? and you would realize that it's 108. So 5 times 100 is 500, 5 times 8 is 40, together is 1. So then comes a hexagon, a regular hexagon. And now you already see the pattern here. So this is nothing but 1 times 180. This is 2 times 180. This is 3 times 180. And you realize that the length minus 2 gives you this, 4 minus 2 gives you this, 5 minus 2 gives you this. So that's the connection between them. So for a hexagon, you already know it's 4 times 180, which is going to be 720. Because 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 times 180 is 4. The number of triangles is essentially 2 less than the number of sides. And this times something is going to give me 720. So you know the angle is 120. And therefore, you can conclude that y is 120. Which means 2/3 of y is going to be 2 by 3 times 120. So this is 40. 120 by 3 is 40. 2 times 40 is 80. So 120 minus 80 is the answer. So 120 minus 80 is 40. So x is 40 degrees, 2x is 80 degrees, and each of this is 120 degrees. So adding them up, so let's add them in a different way. You should always solve problems in multiple different ways. So 40 plus 120 is 160, 160 plus 80 is 240, 240 plus 120 is 360, and therefore giving you your original calculation to be right. So you could conclude that the value of x is 40 degrees. I hope you found this solution interesting and insightful. If so, please do like, share, and subscribe without fail. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.